Hey guys, it's so good to be with you today. I wrote down quite a few things about the current energies right now. The number one thing that really wants to be said is you might be feeling this really deep hollowness within you. Sort of like this like powerlessness. Or it could be showing up as this deep ache, this deep longing. And you might not even be able to say for what, you know? And of course, there could be these different stories in the mind about what you're longing for. It could show up as a story about like a person or just some kind of something out there that will make you be okay. But ultimately, I feel like this hunger you're feeling, it's not about that. It's not about and if it feels like it's about a particular thing or a particular person, that's okay. Like, let that be there. Let that experience be very real for you. But ultimately, I feel like these are deeper wounds coming to the surface that are ready to be healed. And that's one of the things I wrote down is right now is a time to stay very deeply connected to yourself and to not chase that thing you feel like you might be hungry for, or that story that the mind is telling you about what you need to be okay, in a sense. It's like right now is a time to not disconnect from these feelings of hunger, hollowness, powerlessness, hopelessness. These feelings can inspire a lot of addictive tendencies, as so many of you know. These feelings can cause us to want to distract and not be in our own body. But right now, there's like this healing portal open. It feels like on Earth, there's this really immense and powerful healing portal open that is like wants to unburden you of a lot of these wounds that you've been carrying for a long time. So right now is a huge opportunity. These energies are here to assist you in bringing resolution to these parts of you that have been just aching and hungry for presence. I know the story might say it's hungry for maybe a person or this situation, or it's hungry for success and validation, it's hungry for status, it's hungry for whatever, financial abundance. But the truth is, underneath all of that, these parts of you are hungry for presence, for your own presence and for God's presence. And right now is a beautiful time to start allowing some self-reliance to birth as well, to start having this recognition that you can be with these energies, you can be with these feelings shapes that in the past would drive you into addiction or addictive behaviors, would drive you into distraction. Right now, these energies are here to support you in holding space for these different feeling type shapes that have been so difficult for you in the past. There's immense spaciousness in the field opening up right now for your deepest wounds to come up to be cleared. And this is a sign that you're like this hollowness, this sense of lack, powerlessness, hunger. This is a sign that you're tapping into something deep within you, something that's been starving for a long time. And it might feel sometimes even kind of really boring to be with. It can feel so, these energies can feel so subtle, they can feel like deadened. We can have different veils. It can almost feel like numbness. But as you continue to sit with these wounds and they start to heal, you might have an experience of something that you didn't expect to happen. Like these wounds, as you sit with them and you're holding space for them, you might notice this really fiery anger that's been buried underneath, or you might notice all of this terror come surging up, or all of this immense light that's been like terror is just light when it's transmuted, right? All of these feelings, they just transmute into light. But it takes the willingness to stay connected to yourself, to stay connected with your direct experience, even when it's, as some of you might even say, even when it's quite dreadful. And so I just wanted to say this. You might be feeling this deep hunger, this lack, this hollowness in your being right now, but there are really powerful healing portals open to help you clear these energies, to help bring these energies home to source. And just your willingness to hold loving space for these parts of yourself that are coming up is all that's needed right now. You have so much support. The universe wants you to heal. The universe is guiding you towards healing. It's helping you to surrender the parts of you that are in resistance to feeling and being with these energies that are coming up right now. I know I've had a deep surrender recently. On this road trip. Road trips tend to do that to me. I really just felt these energies, helping me gradually surrender my resistance to connect to being with myself. And last night I had this big shift where it didn't feel as compelling to keep checking the phone or to keep going into addictive patterns, distraction patterns. I just felt this inner sturdiness come online of like, no, it's actually more interesting just to be with myself right now. I don't need to keep disconnecting from myself and avoiding these feelings. And I could feel like it's not a personal thing. I could feel like I just had so much support in that shift happening. And that's the shift I feel is very available right now. The shift from disconnecting with self to coming into deeper connection than you've ever felt with your own self. Because that's where true healing happens. When we go see a healer or we go to any group, if that group is true and it's rooted in if that group is actually a healing place to be, those kinds of places and those kinds of healers, they're always only gonna really try to bring us back to our own self, And so that's what these energies are here trying to help you do. And it feels really good. It feels really nourishing and soothing. Like, I know it's hard to be with these different emotions and these different energetic shapes. I get it. But it's actually, as you're with them and as you take the time to just be with these shapes, it does feel like you're coming back home. You're coming back home to yourself, to source. And you're actually bringing these different energetic shapes back home too. Because you're already home, you're always home. It can just feel differently than that when we're going into different places of our energy field that need integration, that need healing. And so that's the thing, not to get identified with the stories that are coming up when we're being with these difficult feelings, but to just be with them and to have an appreciation that you have the opportunity for deeper integration right now. That you get to, on the other side of this healing portal, that you're going to feel more like yourself than you ever have. That you're going to have, more of your fragmented parts will be integrated. You'll feel more whole. You'll feel more in your own energetic signature. This feeling of powerlessness, when we're with it long enough, it transforms into feeling self-reliant, feeling like you got this, feeling like, like I'm a bright light in this world and I'm powerful. And sometimes to feel powerful, we have to surrender the ego and the ego's desires for escapism and to run from feelings, to really feel true power. True power is divine power. It's like divine will. Personal will, there's not much power there for long. And so see if you can tap into the spaciousness that's here. I feel like the field just has this spaciousness that's allowing for a lot to move through and a lot to be released. See if you can surrender the ego desire to always be checking the phone or be obsessing about this or that, trying to fix that or whatever you're trying to fix out here, and just see if you can really allow deep connection to yourself to happen. Because the deeper you connect to yourself right now, the more that the universe can help you release and heal. It's because when you're connected to yourself, you're starting to really see what needs to be seen within you. That's what's been begging to be seen and held. You don't really have to do anything to fix it. And these parts don't even need fixed. They just need presence. They just need love. They just need to be held in a divine field. And you are that divine healing field of energy. That's who you are. So you might also be feeling a very, very, very deep sadness, like a loss of self. A real death might be occurring within you. Like I said, these ego layers, they tend to need to dissolve and fall away before we have the willingness to be one with the universe, to be one with our true self, to stop distracting, to stop going into addictive patterns. So you might have this sense that you're being supported and being able to be with yourself. But along with that, you could probably feel the death of the old self that was just trying to get its way, that was believing every story about it just needed this and that to be happy and complete. You might be having the death of a story, the death of a lot of your conditioning about what you were supposed to do in this life to be happy, whole, and complete. You might have got some chills there. You might, this old self that functioned in the world in a certain way and got validation in a certain way, and it might just be dying, and you might be realizing you don't know who you are and you don't know what you actually really want. But being with yourself, staying connected to yourself right now will help those insights to come through very organically. There's no hurry with this. You don't need to rush your life along. Actually, slower is faster in spirituality. The more you slow down and just rest with yourself and feel what's here and stay connected to your direct experience, the more you'll just know. The more things will just become known right when you're meant to know it, and not a moment earlier. So that old ego structure that was just an anxiety and fight or flight, that was always looking for something out here to fulfill it. It's like a hungry ghost, and it can never be enough. It's like that whole structure might be falling away. But this is a beautiful death. This is a death to be celebrated. But feel the sadness. Let yourself mourn. Thank this ego structure for its service, for how it helped you. So many chills. It's like it served you for as long as it could, but you don't need it anymore. You're ready to surrender into your divine self now, into your divine path. You're ready to let go of the old that was rooted in fear and lack and scarcity. True abundance is just self-connection, connection to your divine nature. Then you'll notice that you are abundance itself. Abundance isn't even, it's weird to even think of it as a concept outside of you. You are abundance. And every moment will start feeling more and more abundant as you surrender more and more of the ego self. And it's so true. The deeper you're connected to your true self, the more abundant you feel within. And circumstances tend to matter less. But they will mirror you in certain ways. Like you'll feel an abundance of love from nature, from a dog that comes running up to you, from people. You'll see yourself in everything around you, because you are everything. Your divine nature. You're one with. All of this is just divine. All of this is just love, and you are that. And so you start seeing yourself in everyone and everything, and that's oneness is abundance. Separation is lack and scarcity. You could be stuck in separation and have $10 billion, but you're gonna feel lack. You're gonna feel. You're gonna feel, that suffering of separation. You could be on the street and homeless and know oneness and feel immensely abundant. We've all seen beings like that who don't have a home, but you can look into their eyes and they're lit. Their soul is on fire with vibrancy. It's because they've seen the truth, you could say. What else was coming to me? But the pathway to that is feeling through the lack that's coming up. The pathway to being connected to yourself and to feeling this abundance within you is having the willingness to be with lack and not believing it, and just knowing it's a feeling shape. It's just an emotion. Hollowness. It's just a feeling shape. It's not like the truth of who you are. You're just bringing a fragmented part of yourself home. Your instinct will be to reach when these feelings arise. You don't have to go with that instinct. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, it's a good 15 minutes. So much love to you all. Thank you so much, Sharon, for your donation yesterday. Every time I was putting gas in the car, I was thinking of you. Your support really means a lot to me. And I read on the note someone inspired your donation, so thanks to whoever inspired it. I think the name was maybe introspection money or something. I don't know. I'm bad with remembering names, but I just love you all so much. It's an honor to walk this path with you, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.